Welcome to more live Linux distribution development here, full stack development at often more low level than today. Today only improving Rust and Cargo, continuing previous live stream, right? Adding there this core utils stuff, and while at it, figuring out it's also time to add generic cargo support. So for that generic cargo support, I mean not having open coded disabling makefile stuff in packages, although maybe we still need to do that, but source utils 1826, so core utils, so that would be cargo toml, right? So adding, what does it take to add a new packaging system? We have done this a couple of times, like CMake and what else was new, CMake and whatnot, scons or whatever. Also maybe not scons yet, but CMake is probably in one day add an alias for that common typo. Potentially maybe functions, I guess. So, oops. CMake and this is it. Okay, fine. CMake, and so what we need here is run make stuff, and also run. Wait a second, make opt. Then where is the default? So starting with the default for make opt, and do we have that also for, actually, do we start with CMake opt? Just checking where we start with that stuff. Yes, so this is getting increasingly a little bit out of hand with all the crazy build systems. Maybe we split that here and run cargo. Run cargo. So by default, run most stuff. Where do we have run make? Do we not have run make? Interesting. So then if, like, maybe start, where do we have that? We have some all independent apparently. Here is run. Yes, here are some else ifs, Meson and stuff. Do we have actually run make? Where is? Welcome everyone. What do we have there? Some spam. Yeah. Need to instantly report as unwanted content and spam. Done. There we have that. I hope that takes permanently care of that. Run CMake. Not sure. This is why we have otherwise if makefile. Okay, that explains this. What we have meter 6. Didn't. So that is new by new contributors to T2, which is also, of course, amazing. So where do we do this? Maybe before SIG, maybe here, like else if cargo toml and run cargo equals 1. So what do we need here? Hook eval. Pre-make. a little bit pity that we need to run this manually, but not the biggest thing of the world. So then cargo. So by default we want build. We had cargo build release feature. So probably cargo build. Was it? No, wait a second. I think it was probably build. Yeah, build. Maybe directly cargo opt. Is it conf opt? Conf opt. Cargo opt and cargo install. So, wait a second. Cargo. What do we have with make opt and make inst opt, right? Cargo inst opt. Yeah, because so value with make inst opt. Do we have any? We have CMake there. So cargo opt. So we want here, what did we want there? Nothing, maybe? Oh, like we want, okay, release and path dot force root with prefix. Cargo opt equals and oops. Cargo inst opt equals path here, force and root, so path that root. Did they had I think they used, oh no, they didn't. Root equal, not equals root, simply root prefix force. And cargo opt, and we also want to log that. This is also the benefit of having this generic is that we get a proper log of that stuff. So that would equal running cargo opt and cargo. Oh, wait a second, we want actually build here, build Mason opt. Actually, wait a second, we could actually put this build and install in there. Cargo opt and cargo inst opt. Make inst opt. Oops. And then have here build and here, oops, install. So we also need to adopt the packages, of course. We probably don't need that. And here we need var append cargo opt. This here. Most packages will need nothing, so append cargo inst opt. Obviously, you probably will agree, much cleaner. I only hope that the options, actually we could maybe use insert, because I'm not sure if this install, I know we can't use actually, yeah, that is a little bit annoying. Because it would be before build, maybe that would error out. Okay, let's see if it works with that, with those options after path dot and stuff. So no default features, path force. So let's see. Build with this fun stuff. Oh, there's also some error in that line. Cargo opt here off. What's going on? Else elif. Not the greatest fan of this specific elif syntax there, but that's what we got with shell scripting. Not going to change decades of Unix history, unfortunately. What we should get, let's wait a second. We can verify this in a second. Shouldn't build that long. After all, it's amazing Apple M1 Max silicon. Not epic, not thread ripping, but relatively swift. And then let's hope that our failing Vodafone Office Docs stuff comes back online to commit all this good stuff for you to play along at home over the weekend. Tutti2 if you're new to the stuff, or just raw, mostly vanilla upstream Linux stuff, increasingly with everything hopefully soon working TM. Builds a little bit longish. Why is that? Hello. Oh, I think this builds too much. I think standard buff base 64. I see already that this builds too much. Let's see what's going on there. Obviously some stupid mistakes somehow. Running. There's also script function line 100. So it has a run make. This is maybe only a space missing. Can't make this stuff up. Yeah. Let's not run it verbose, then we can look into the log file more, at least in this shame. I could tmark that. Where's even? There's also the. Hello, where is. It's already in the background. So let that off. No, this errored out quickly. What happened here? Cargo build release something. Wasn't expected or is invalid in this context. Okay, so now we have some evaluation stuff going on, so then we probably can simply, what's the most amazing thing to do, but that might fix that. Let's see. Usually you don't need this specific evaluation stuff. That is a very specific, still doesn't work. Bummer. Yeah, so making this stuff generic and then font argument, which isn't expected valid features. Release features, so it looks, however, that font argument arm, which wasn't expected or isn't valid in this context. Still didn't. Well, that is a little bit annoying. I have to agree. Which making it. Actually, wait a second. We could maybe using it like that could potentially work. Let's see if that quotes that. So that is a little bit fragile. Not the greatest fan of that due to evaluating that. We only do that mostly for, actually, you know what we could, maybe let's see if that builds, otherwise we quote it additionally. That is a little bit trial and error, this shell quoting stuff, not the super greatest fan of that. But that's what we got to work with. Still overall a win-win, I would say, for readability. Otherwise, it are more of the, okay, this is I wonder, do we never, I mean, usually we don't need stuff like that. Yeah. That's what you get from having to select features like that. Would also need more coffee though. No, coffee. Oh man, what a fragile shit though. Don't have features, okay, now we quoted. I'm surprised that didn't expand here though, but oops. Let's hope finally find a combination. So yeah, again, not recommended, not usually I prefer. How can escaping be so annoying? Wait, what build doesn't have the features? What? Does not have the features? What the heck have I done there? Features, what? That is a little unexpected. Build, no default features, CP. I mean, the log looks correct. Why does so much do we finally have better logging of what we run and then maybe we run this wrong. Here, maybe we should have eval that. Let's see, how do we do the others? Eval, okay. Do we do this for the others? Where do we have best to copy make, because it is the most used. How do we do, yeah, some surrounding garbage. Eval, okay, we do eval make, okay, let's try the same here. Should have so much to, yeah, pro tip, copy and paste the working stuff. Maybe we wouldn't even have to add too much other trial and error if we would have done this. Like the proven vintage code to start with. So eval, cargo access. Does it finally look like it has a chance to work, hopefully? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, not the first time we are stupid and shoot ourselves in our foot. Well, at least we do not shoot ourselves in the foot with C and do a shell scripting. What's now going on? RM, which wasn't expected. What? Don't tell me we still do something stupid here. Cargo installed. Cargo opt. Eval cargo. It looks like this should be the right thing. Oh man, didn't expect this to go so wrong. Looks correct though. Cargo build release, no default features. It looks like it has a chance to work. Why does it not? Maybe I should try to build like cbind gen or something. That doesn't have such. I mean, at the end, of course, all. David John asks, does T2 ship Zig? Yes, well, we have a package. We don't ship it by default, but we support it. And we have a Zig package, and So yeah, what's going on there in... But yeah, patches welcome. So what are we running? Yada yada. Okay, it does this indeed a little bit strange. Why does it then features CP? Why does it do that so strange? Maybe after I fix this, we don't need that anymore. That could be a thing. So yeah, SIG like sort of supported. We have a package. We had more generic build system integration before Rust and Cargo. But yeah, of course, we are a major series distribution and need to support and ship and test and evaluate stuff like new kits around the block like Zig. How to pronounce it? Zig. So, looks like maybe we finally... So yeah, if we would have copy and pasted the proven code, maybe does it now? That is, did it install? Cargo install pass root force stuff. Wait a second. Why does it recompile this shit? At least it looks like it. Should it not? I think previously we didn't rebuild. So build release. Why does it compiling? Finished release optimized target. Why does it? I did it. That is a little bit strange. I would. It looks like it. You know what? Don't tell me. Don't tell me specifying root to the install target rebuilds. Let's see, opt. I mean, it does something. It's recurring. I mean, at least it. At least it didn't put all the build artifacts here, like cargo home. Still, I don't find it optimal that it rebuilds stuff. It's probably not yet up there. Thanks for that. Yeah, so let's test cbind gen. So the good thing is we should be able to fully use the generic build setup for that. This is why we do that. Fine. And let's first test this. Okay, that loaded at least something. It's building something. Yeah, the micro dependencies are killing it. In the previous live stream, and welcome everyone, and as usual, looking forward to your comments. It's always so much more entertaining to have some discussion here. Is it even building something? No. By the way, do we live stream? So we saturate all the performance cores with But it looks like we have OBS renders 30 FPS only on the efficiency course of the M1 Max. So it still looks like they are rebuilding that twice, which is totally not cool. Totally not a fan of that. Not sure if it previously did that. I mean, if it does that, we kind of sort of could not run cargo build. I mean, what is the point of running cargo build if it if it then reruns that anyway? Let's maybe, let's test. Oh, we didn't have this committed. But we can test this with cbind. At least I hope we can. We should be able to test this with run cargo to disable this new features. That probably should cause the same code path that we had false, I think. So this should more or less mostly anyway. So now we disable our new generic run cargo code, and let's see, does it with the original manual installation code? Yeah, I miss my Epic Threadripper. Nothing like, yeah, you can't have the cake and eat it too. Either you have an Epic Threadripper in your office or you have internet. Yeah, don't delay cancel your failing Vodafone boxes in Germany today, and obviously not recommend. So what did we just did it? Let's see, bind gen. Did we build this twice, or is there any caching going on? So strange. Oh, wait a second. Do we even have... Oh, no, I think by default cargo uses... Yeah, we have some... Oh, rest is awesome. Ah. So the cool thing is, due to the T2 packaging scripts, yeah, so somehow it also rebuilt some stuff. You see, I finished that in 37 seconds, and so it's doing that twice. And we probably see this in the build time. So I think this is identical. It's not ideal. It's not how I want it, but at least it's consistent, and we need to improve that. Yeah, so it built 1 minute 21 seconds each time. So if you want to compare performance, that is Apple M1, Apple Silicon M1 Max in a T2 Linux VM QEMU hypervisor framework. So it's been RM. So I would want to further optimize that, but that is for another day. Oh, wait a second, this was Rust. cbind. Do we still have? Oh, we still have here some stuff. So should we further test this? I mean, maybe we should someday. Sorry. So much to ASMR headset users. Sorry for that. It's winter. That's what you get here. So we built with it. Let's see. What does it? Why does it rebuild shit again? This is so hilarious. Does it even build the right stuff? Okay, that and install. Does it? Why is it doing that? This is hilarious. Why is it doing that? Build release, no default features. Or is it install features? Why is it doing that? I don't understand. That is pretty lame in my opinion. Really currently not, and that was even with this. So yeah, why is install rebuilding that? What was the target? So yeah, if you're a cargo expert, leave in the comments below. This is stupid and silly, but yeah. This is, for me, this is like really an imbalance, right? Rust on one hand, a relatively good language, and the surrounding. I mean, Rust is so relatively good, not perfect, but good. And then cargo and the micro dependencies pretty much ruin it for me. This is so strange. It's really sad, but somehow not unheard of in the Mozilla Foundation. Of other stuff, of some stuff good and the other stuff ruining it. That's, yeah. So we probably have more cargo stuff to simplify then in our packages. Either desk, do we have cargo, utils? Okay, we have that there. And how many other cut, delimiter, field 2, okay, cbind we just have done, alacrity. Okay, we have Ravy and alacrity. What else? Rust we need to take a look. Maybe for complex stuff like Rust, we probably have to disable that. Did we do cargo already? Cargo, maybe. It's Rust cargo. Okay, let's see. So build, release, install. So this we can. So, and this is a repetitive open-coded stuff I was talking about that we can get rid of. Why does, let's maybe check this alacrity. We have here a little bit of, why is, we manually install that. Why do we do that? Question mark. Okay, here what is it? Cargo. Okay, cargo we have cargo opt already for some reason. We have here a little bit more of cargo install cargo opts. Okay, so that is interesting. That is why do we have run conf though? Okay, let's. So I think cargo that we have in there. Cargo config, no cross target, cargo opt target. Interesting. That might mean we probably want this cargo cross compile stuff there generically. Cargo install cargo opts. Probably want something like that there. And so that was Ravy and alacrity. And let's maybe try to build that, and we wanna check. So yeah, it did install, but yeah, this cargo crate shit. We actually wanna test cross-billing cargo or yeah, basically like other cargo packages and shit. So yeah, emerge missing, so that would be missing only of the both alacrity. Oh, this is installed? Seriously? Yeah, let's force it. Okay, it probably built previously. Also, yeah, we probably need to. Yeah, that is rewriting that usability stuff. Andy asks, work on a Mac. Yeah, exceptionally recurring theme. Maybe you're new to this channel. Usually, previously, I used my office workstation is if we otherwise not using a PS3, right? Otherwise, PS3 fans. Also, yeah, nothing like throwing a coffee over. Thankfully, that was empty. Otherwise, epic thread-ripping Ryzen 5950X, but due to the ongoing health situation and family and stuff, working from my home office here for your entertainment and my company otherwise. Unfortunately, I need to make, of course, there are others, Asahi Linux people, and I'm not sharing the enthusiasm for, yes, it is the highest, it's the highest efficient performance CPU, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend the proprietary stuff as enthusiastic the Asahi Linux people are. So previous video running T2 native Asahi Linux on Apple Silicon. Yeah, otherwise so this is of course T2 Linux in a QEMU VM, so, but yeah, I'm not currently buying another generic PC for, yeah, I'm otherwise cheapskatish and not throwing my money out of the window. This is why I'm using the company issued fastest thing we otherwise have here. So what's going on here? Cargo install. Interesting. So there was indeed something with alacrity. So much to the code was there. But yeah, Mac otherwise not recommended. Recurring peak bugs. Not even recurring theme. Not a fan of Mac OS anymore. Obviously running my Linux distribution, right? It's ironically, unfortunately, so right now I'm doing it how the prominent Linux developers do that, who often run Linux development from a Mac. I've seen this so often, not a fan of that. But yeah, at least ARM64 and testing our own stuff on ARM. Post-make here of, like, let's store that in X, and then, because I don't have the most convenient copy and paste here right now, so code here of hook add, we need two things. So we indeed, this is also why we have separate options. Oh, wait a second. We probably want to, interesting, we actually need to support cargo inst opt equals nothing, cargo inst opt, and then manually post making this stuff. How do we support that? But this is also why I live stream this, right? This is easy thing of like, let's quickly in 5 minutes, like, you know, it's with testing and more testing. How do we, maybe we have here if, sorry. Yeah, maybe we should do the same of if this stuff is actually set. Why do we have, all right, because we have two lines here actually, so that's probably why we have that there. So let's do that same here. If actually some cargo opt left, then we could support setting that to nothing for some reason, then do that stuff here. If then fee and if cargo inst opt But yeah, as you see, fighting here with keyboard layouts and virtualization stuff, it's doable, especially if you're patient and stuff. Certainly you can even configure it more amazing. But yeah, so many reasons why Mac is not recommended. Actually, so if I could like choose totally freely, but unfortunately my top money making product stuff, don't delay, try Exact Scan obviously and surrounding products today. Otherwise I would have ordered a framework like laptop. Maybe I still do just for this channel. That's investment of being a YouTube creator. I need to maybe order a framework. Also, yeah, Mac not recommended. Yes, it's energy efficient and display and stuff. Also, the notch is also super annoying. Waste of display screen real estate. Yeah, otherwise, sure, the framework like laptop has other feature characteristics. A good display, but not an XDR, liquid retina, whatever, HDR display stuff. Also, I don't need this, right? So I only use this HDR display part once, literally the first, like second day, certainly the first week I had this. Since then, I have not used this HDR stuff ever again. Basically, I only watched one YouTube HDR demo video, and yeah, the HDR window, then it's of course crazy. Like one window on your screen is like totally popping colors out. That is certainly an totally unnecessary, and I don't need that for anything. Not even for my own videos. I mean, maybe I should produce an HDR video just for the HDR views, but I have not used this HDR feature ever again since then. So yeah, totally. So otherwise, yeah, you probably have a bright screen, but yeah, don't otherwise unless previous video coding at the beach or stuff. But what I want to say is the framework laptop is fine. So yeah, I also, yeah, the Cargo Amazingment continues that you manually, this Alacrity didn't install for whatever cargo specific crazy reasons. We had, let's try if the code otherwise, nothing like testing is the most testing, aka, you know what, let's try to rebuild Cargo, shouldn't we? Or maybe not that we break this. Let's try that again. Manually and watch the log file of cbind. Oh wait, did we not hit cbind? What did I build? What? I built the wrong one. Also, that's the right one, but watch the wrong file. So, okay, this still works. Apparently. Yeah, if you're a cargo expert, or let's Google that. Let's do some online research. What's going on in our... Did I post? Okay, I posted that. Nothing like a couple of our own stuff. Why does Cargo install rebuild everything? Question mark. Here, GitHub Cargo install. Starting with ROS, if I want sync intentional C, you should indeed, using Cargo install in a workspace does not seem to be working as intended. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, for me this is a little bit peak bug cache, right? Indeed, duplicate closing in favor of Cargo. What's going on here? Edit the commit to Cargo, fix Cargo install using a workspace tier. This is caused by the change of what makes sense to revert that. Simply install. What the heck? Something. Simply install. You had me at simply install. Intentional C. What's going on here? 2018 warns about installing the concrete. Yeah, 2022. You need to read the freaking manual a couple of times to figure out what crazy stuff is going on. But that's also why you want to use a Linux distribution like T2, right? Because we spent all our lifetime for 20 years live on YouTube figuring out all those crazy edge cases so that you save time and don't. Did we, let's see, we have some changes here that we will commit later. And what else do we had here? By the way, where did I here or? X. So we have cbind gen. What do we do there? This was Rust. Gen of. Do we still have that? Did you not delete that? Not sure why we didn't delete that though. So yes, quite some progress, right? You probably want to share, like, subscribe, Patreon, YouTube membership, or Super Chat, and all the other similar good stuff. So we have Firefox. So what we will see, so that might still cause some regressions. We could actually check cargo while it, and maybe Firefox 2 if they have a top level crate. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. But it might still break cargo. We probably want to run conf. What did run? Why do we? Maybe this has some other files that could trigger this. So if cross, then this stuff. So if cross, hook at CMake, allow that, and target. So we probably generically want that. Maybe we want package config allow cross for the, if that is a, if this is only a written, maybe that's a generic cargo thing, but for sure we want that here. Let's maybe make this target. So Pullman's copy and paste, and carbs, where are we? Rust cargo of that stuff here, maybe more later. There would be, we can, so that would be cargo opt. The question is, do we need this? And all right, we probably need that in. Here we have that, so probably. Does it make? We have build release. I think for now we simply add this. If toolchain otherwise, if native. Let's add this here. If this is stage cross, then we need that, and cargo opt. What did we? Oh, wait a second. What did? This I overgrabbed this stuff, I think. So that cargo opt arch target that here. Oops. Just single tick quotes because, and we need this because we've separated the variables. We also need cargo inst opt for the same. Unfortunately, right now, maybe later, if we better understand cargo, we could separate cargo built-in cargo opt and the built-in install thing there. Let's svn diff. So we had the comment there of, is this like Gentoo? That's also, it's a little bit like Gentoo, but maybe with more target and cross-compiling stuff. It is similar, but hopefully more readable and more versioned and stuff. Cargo inst opt, but leave in the comments if you agree or disagree and the usual stuff. So cargo inst opt target. Let's try as the last thing if this builds cargo. Emerge, missing only false cargo. Let's see what happens. Building only cargo, so far so good. Let's see what, fingers crossed. And then, yeah, as per usual, how long do we? What, 1 freaking hour? Yeah, of course. It everything takes an hour or so. So family is calling. I gotta go home. This still starts building. So accompanying cargo. So yeah, we're probably through. I only expect minor things. And as soon as our failing Vodafone infrastructure apocalypse is online, back in the office, then I commit this, and then the next days I finally freaking need to migrate all the remaining server crap from this unstable failing Vodafone DOCSIS cable line to data center servers. Not that I would have time for that or motivation or nerves and nothing else to do, but here we are. So yeah. Yeah, we will see if this causes some more regressions with Rust, C proper or Firefox. I will see this in the next rebuild, how we also have done something so cool. This installed something, built a little bit faster than expected. It's not epic threadripping, but relatively performant. Apple Silicons, let's double check what it run here. Actually, so this is interesting. So this indeed, I mean, this is crazy that this indeed built more. I mean, at least it sometimes works a little bit. This is a little bit funny that we build cargo build release, and the install indeed didn't rebuild everything. That is curious. Why does it do this for the other packages? So yeah, cargo install password. Did it? At least that did what it's supposed to do. Cargo. This updated this a little bit. We previously, what version? 175. So the crazy thing is also that this is also really a strange Rust thing, that this cargo version is always somehow different than, at least I think, where did it install this to stuff? So yeah, it should be user bin cargo. Which cargo did we get? User bin cargo. Yeah, I think this is normal though. That is a version. There is a different. This is a strange Rust and cargo thing. Just the usual strange peak bugs and features. Anyway, that's it for today. Some progress as usual. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something. As usual, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, Patreon, FundMe, and membership, super chat stuff, or GitHub sponsors and so on, because it's just so much work, and I hope you enjoyed this.